Gunthro spotted some blue gates on the edge of the room. He knew he'd have to clear out the rest of the level before they would open for him. As an experienced smite master, Gunthro knew that a too wide line of roachage was no problem with a bit of sword swinging.
Clear!
Ah, my favorite nephews. So, you knuckle bumps want to hear a story?
We do! We do!
You don't have any dishes to wash or anything? I don't like being interrupted once I get started.
Nuh-uh.
Alright, my grandpappy Gunthro Budkin grew up in Lazarus.
Was he a pirate?
What? No. Anyway, he told me this tale when I was a lad. He became known as one of the greatest dungeon exterminators in the land. This is a tale of adventure, war, intrigue, mystery, and stupidity.
What about roaches?
What's that?
Roaches are cool.
Sure. And tasty. So, Gunthro was returning from a job clearing out old carbuncles dumped up.
Wait, I never heard of Carbuncle. Did he live here in Duganty?
No, of course he didn't live here. As I said, Gunthro was up north in Lazarus. Gunthro was traveling through the Glum Cove when tragedy struck.
Hey, that looks like old Larsus, the king of Lazarus. Who is that with him? Someone in a Twainen officer's uniform? Looks like it might be the Twainen captain himself.
Eek! I ain't seen nothing here.
Flamin' Gundam, he's killed the king. Treachery! I've got to tell the guard before he gets away. I only take passengers on official Razaran business. Get a letter from the court, or get your own raft. Whoa, whoa. Quick! You've got to help. The king's been murdered.
That's terrible. I wish I could help, but our forces here are weak. Even the walls of the town are so weak you could smash them with your sword. Have you tried asking the court for help?
Oof. Hey, this must be where the king stayed when he came to visit this part of Lazarus. Oof. Oof.
Here to see the court, are you? No way you're getting in, fella. Think they're wasting their time with any old fool?
It's urgent. The king's been killed.
Huh, I've heard better. Pull the other one, buddy. I suppose next you'll tell me we're on the verge of an international incident. Nothing you say is gonna convince me to open this door.
This is no good. I'll have to find another way in.
Hey there, chum. If you want in to see the court, try this way. It's a bit more work, but probably your only option.
Gunthro had no problem opening the yellow doors barring his way to the court by using the orbs nearby.
Can I learn how to do that too?
Sure. Now hush. Of course, Gunthro realized that as well as opening yellow doors, orbs could close them too, or even toggle between open and closed. Gunthro, being a professional, could skip diagonally over and through small gaps.
What do you mean, being a professional? I can do that, and I'm just a kid.
Alf, I'm not going to lie to you. You'd be surprised how many people have a hard time managing that. Just like yours truly, Gunthro was experienced at clearing out dungeons. He knew exactly how to deal with the common dungeon roach. One swipe of the sword was all it took.
Was he a good cook like you?
Nah, he lived off of roach jerky. Gunthro had come across a green door. These couldn't be opened by hitting an orb.
Oh no!
They'd only open if the room was clear of all monsters. Just like I said.
Wow!
Orb's under a bit of disrepair. Oof! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Gunthro had reached the Razarun court, but he was surprised by their reception.
Welcome, visitor, to the court of Lazarus.
I have important news.
All messengers shall be listened to with care. You wish to be heard? You have come to the right place.
Fine. I have important
We are
news.
listening with the utmost respect to your every word.
Then let me tell you my important news about...
We see. Very interesting.
But I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, you've given us more than enough to think about. Our actions regarding this matter shall be swift and potent.
But
I'm sure you will see favorable results quite soon.
the king was murdered by the Twain captain.
Oh, what to do? Listen, don't tell anyone, but we're not really the decision makers around here. We're just here to make people think they're being listened to. You had better go to the east to find the true court. They will know what to do with your news.
Oof, oof. Ah.
Gunthro's way was blocked by a series of force arrows, all pointing in different directions. He knew full well that, try as he might, he'd never be able to walk in the opposite direction to the way an arrow was pointing. Luckily for him, roaches and other monsters had to obey the same rules.
Clear. Looks like there are more rooms to the north, too.
Gunthro spotted some blue gates on the edge of the room. He knew he'd have to clear out the rest of the level before they would open for him.
Oof!
As an experienced smite master, Gunthro knew that a too-wide line of races was no problem instead of sword swinging.
Clear.
A lot of the older parts of the court annex were falling into disrepair. Some of the walls were even crumbling to dust. He toppled the sword swing. Who knew what secrets might be lurking behind these crumbling walls?
Hey, let me out of here. A lovely flower. I will stay here and admire it.
Ho, soldier! Can you tell me the way to the court?
We're a little busy right now. Hey! Why would you do such a thing?
Oof!
Hey! Why would you do such a thing?
I'll help you clear out those vermin. Clear. Hey, can you help me out by killing those roaches?
I don't see no roaches. Oh, those roaches. Now I see them.
I'm afraid you have reached a dead end. There is absolutely no way you could continue west. You will have to go back. I'm sure this is very disappointing for you, but there is no point in even trying to continue west. It's not like you could chop through a solid wall with your sword. Or could you? No, definitely not. Hey!
And who are you?
I'm Gunthro Budkin.
Sounds familiar.
I'm a third-generation dungeon exterminator.
Ah, you're a swordsman. Good.
I bring important news.
We'll be the judge of that.
The king was murdered. It looked like a Twainan officer to me. Maybe even the captain.
Of course. The king was to meet with the head of the Twainan army today to discuss trade via Smuggler's Maze. Using the opportunity to attack the king is definitely something the Twainans would do. Those nasty, untrustworthy Twainans. We could use your help, Grunter.
Gunthro Budkin, sir.
Gunthro Budkin. Traverse the regions around Glum Cove and find the Rosarin leaders.
Certainly. But where will I find them, and what will I say?
Don't be feeble. You'll find them in their places. You'll say what needs to be said, and the leaders will know what needs doing.
You'll pay me?
Of course.
Then I'm your man.
Now go and do your work.
Oof! 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 Oof!
Hey! Why would you do such a thing?
Take this letter of passage, Gunthro. Give it to the ferryman to travel around Glum Cove and find the leaders.
Oof!
First to claim the final roach wins. Step to the starting block, court visitor.
Ooh! Ah!
First to claim, go!
Ruthless!
Ah! The court visitor wins!
Ew. This scrap's all chewed up and covered in roach drool. Most of it's illegible. Oof!
Hey! Why would you do such a thing?
Now to get back outside, find that boatman. Move!